Welcome back, subscriber Dynasty. We are going to take a look at the recordings. Golly. We're going to take a look at the recruiting while I'm recording. And we're also going to take a look at the conference standings and the rest of the schedule. Kind of browse around here and see what's up with the team. We are 3-2, but we're 1-0. Oh, 2-0 in conference, 1-0 in the division. So Marshall is in our division, the East. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to these non-Power 5 conferences. I don't know them as well as the other ones, just because I don't watch a lot of these teams. You know, I'm not watching Florida Atlantic or Western Kentucky, UT, El Paso. I ain't watching many of those on TV. You know, most of the times I'm watching just like everybody else in the world. You know, watching the bigger games. But, you know, we're not doing too bad. Our two losses were to two users, Chef and Prided Leader, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. I think Chef beat us. So, that's all right. We're doing all right against the computer. But we're going to try to make a push. I don't even know if we play Marshall. We're going to take a look at that right now, actually. No, we don't. We play Louisiana Tech, which seems odd. We got FIU. I think it's Florida International, maybe. Pretty sure. Then we got a Clemson team. We got Brian Gators at Louisiana Tech, Rice, UTEP, Florida Atlantic, Old Dominion, and then a bye. And then hopefully the conference championship. But we'll have to kind of see what happens with we need to win out, basically, because we don't get a chance to play Marshall and actually play him and beat him to go ahead of him. And I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even look and see what he was. Let's look at that and look at his schedule and kind of game plan for what we're gonna do. Marshall is 4-1. What user games does he have? Team schedule, right there. Okay, so he does play Louisiana Tech. All right, so we're gonna be rooting for Brian Gators to beat Dr. Duncanstein as long as we win out, because we still have to play Brian Gators as well. So if we win out and then Brian Gators beats Dr. Duncanstein, we'll be able to play whoever is on the other side, because I still don't know these conferences very well. Anyway, let's go check out the recruiting. We did end up getting 2 recruits this week, but don't write home to mama just yet. They're kind of awful. Basically just random people. We don't really need a whole lot. I mean, it says we need all kinds of people, but we really don't. We got a halfback. Really not anything all that great, but, you know, his speed's okay, and the agility's there. And the acceleration. He's going to sit for a while, more than likely, until he builds all that stuff up. We may end up seeing him as a senior. More than likely, we won't. And then Mark Hill. I don't know what to do with this guy. He's not really very good. He can't tackle. I can't even make him a linebacker because his tackling and his block shredding and all the other linebacker type stuff is just flat awful. Like, he's awful all the way around except for his speed. And his acceleration's good. I might just make him a returner, and that's it. Punt returner and kickoff returner, and that may be his only role. Hopefully we'll end up getting some more people. It's just tough. Like, we'll just take a look at this guy. You want to go out and try to recruit this man or any of these other people on there? By all means, if you take a 62 or a 61 from me, you're not going to be hurting my feelings much. The factors or whatever that is, the proximity to home, campus lifestyle, playing style, that stuff, it is just atrocious all the way throughout. And then the conference isn't very good, but we have 3 users in our conference, so over time, the conference is going to get better because, you know, the 3 of us will end up, you know, winning a bunch of games overall. So that will help the conference out as a whole. And everybody's got to stay at their school for 3 years. All right, Chef is just going to skip over it. Like, it's not even going to be an option. So, you know, it's going to get better. But I don't know what we're going to do when that 3 years comes up. If we're going to jump ship immediately, like, it's just going to depend. Like, if the recruiting stays crappy, because the recruiting looks like this all the way through my board. 64s, a few 70s, 68s, but a lot of them are 64, 62, that sort of stuff. It says we need a fullback. We don't need a fullback. I don't need any fullbacks on my team. It says we need a tight end. You know, I think there's a tight end on there on the board. Yeah, there is. It says on the right-hand side. I got 2 of them. But we still have one as a junior. If we don't get one, big deal. Kicker, I'm not going to worry about a kicker because I got all kinds of other positions to worry about. Like you see all the C's, D's, and F's over there. Like we need a lot of players. Defense, we still need a lot of players, but we got a punter, so we're going to use the punter as the kicker. And then we really don't need a defensive tackle because we still have 3 of them, so we don't really need a whole lot more. And then middle linebackers, we still have 2, even though we're losing 1. I think that's going to do it for this episode. You know, the recruiting is going to get better. It's just the first year at a school is always tough. It's hard to recruit against the computer because you got to catch up the first couple of weeks and play good and get, where you can get up to 700 points on the recruits. And by that time, the computer's already got a jump on you. Some of the bigger schools with the coaches that got their stuff unlocked. But once we get that rolling into next year, I think things will be a lot better. And we're not going to get top-end recruits. But I think next year's the year we're going to pick up that 1-2 people that are really going to help turn the team around, kind of like Alex Morris was with Tennessee or Morris and Greenwood. We're going to find those people, and it's not going to be this year. It's probably going to be next year. We'll find those guys, and then they'll make an impact going into the 3rd year. It's just going to be a grind. It's going to be the long haul. And I might stick it out with Western Kentucky and build them up. I don't know. Depends on how I feel when I wake up that day. But I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you at the next game.